everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. My project today is a gift box for a Russell Stover egg. I got these at the grocery store. I think they were 89 cents each. The box measures 3 by 4 by 1. Alright, it opens like that. Has the sentiment inside. But you can put other treats in there, or this could be for Mother's Day or any other shower or something. I just put the Happy Easter inside. Okay, so today I used the Petal Park stamp set, the Easter Bunny stamp set, just for the Happy Easter, but you can put whatever sentiment in you want. I used the Petal Park Builder Punch, and this is what we need. I used some other punches, but they're optional. I used this punch, which is the Decorative Circle Punch out of Sweet Sorbet. And this one's about 2 3/8. And then this is one of the new circle punches. This is a 2-inch punch. It will be available again on April 17th. And I cut that out of basic white. Okay, so we need those two. We need a piece of Sweet Sorbet that is 8.5 by 8. Some cardstock for stamping. And from the Regency Park DSP, we need 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 1 3/4. 2 pieces that are 3/4 by 3 3/4, and 2 pieces that are 3/4 by 2 3/4, and that will be all on my blog. All right, let's get my Simply Scored. We're going to start on the 8.5-inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2. 3.5, 4.5, and 7.5. Then we're going to turn it to the 8-inch side, and we're going to score at 1, 5, and 6. All right, and that's it. Okay, now I'm going to fold and burnish all the score lines. And that is what we're going to be doing. All right, so we're going to start on the left-hand side. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and then wedge up into the skinny rectangle above it. Okay, now we're going to go to this next score line, cut it to the first score line, and the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and then wedge each side of the square. Okay, and go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge each side of the square. Okay, now we're going to turn it to the other side, and we're going to start on the left-hand side again. Go to the first score line and cut it to the second score line. We're going to get rid of this rectangle on the bottom and wedge each side of the square. Okay, then we're going to go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, and we're going to take these 2 rectangles off. Okay, then the next score line, cut it to the second score line, get rid of this rectangle on the top, and wedge each side of the square. Then we're going to go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, and then wedge up into that skinny rectangle. Alright, and that's it for the cutting. Now we need a corner rounder, and we're going to round the corners of this top piece here. Alright, and this is what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring it and cutting it. Okay, now we're going to put some tear-in tape on what's left of the skinniest rectangle next to the score line. I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool and get the backing off. Okay, flip over the whole piece, flip over the side with the tape, and flip the other side over to meet it. Okay, so now this is the back of our box here. Okay, so we're going to put the sides down, and we're going to put a little bit of glue on them. Okay, so then put the sides, now pull the back forward, and then we're going to put liquid glue on the back of this front flap here. And just make sure your sides are even here. Okay, then flip it over and make sure that the tabs inside are pushed down. Okay, and this is the basic part of the box. Alright, now we need our DSP. Oh, by the way, this is my host code. If you're going to spend anything under $150, please put that in. I'd appreciate that. Okay, now we have the two pieces that are 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 are going to go on the inside front and the back. These two pieces are for the flap, so you have to round the corners of one of the long sides. Okay, and they'll go right here and on the outside right there. And then 2 that are 3/4 by 3 3/4 for the long sides, and 2 that are 3/4 by 2 3/4 for the short sides. And I'm going to do all of it in with liquid glue. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do the flowers with Balmy Blue, and we're going to do, it's 2-step stamping, so we need a piece of scrap. Okay, so we're going to do the outline in Balmy Blue full strength. Okay, and we're going to do the inside with stamped off Balmy Blue. Okay. And then we need the leaves. So I'm going to be using this punch. So it's going to be like this. And we're going to do, I did 5 leaves. Okay, and I'm going to do the leaves with Pear Pizzazz ink. And they're also stamped off. So I just want to reference where I should stamp the leaves. So I think like this, as close to the edge as I can get it. So 1,
2, 3, 4, maybe over here, 5.
Okay, whoops. And then for the inside, I'm going to have to stamp off. Oops, let's move this. Stamp off. And stamp. Okay. All right, now we're going to bring in the Petal Park Builder Punch. And I'm going to cut the flowers first. Okay. And then let's try to do the leaves. Let me cut this off and see if what I can do with it. Okay. Okay, so now for the flowers, I'm going to get my Stampin Pierce Mat, and I'm just going to put it down, and I'm going to use the cap of the Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to push it down. This is the sticky side cap. Okay, they're ready now. Alright, so now we have the 2-inch circle and then the decorative circle punch, and we're going to put them together with liquid glue. Alright, which way? Okay, I'm going to have it so that the 3 bumps are at the top and the bottom. This one has kind of 1 bump. Alright, but you could do it the other way if you want to. And I'm going to turn over the 2 larger flowers, and I'm going to get some mini dimensionals, and I'm going to put them across from each other on the petals so that it pops it up just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to put the big one up over here. And then the small one, I probably only need 2 mini dimensionals on there. And we're going to put this right here. And then the middle one, I'm going to try to do a half of a mini dimensional on each side. And we're going to put this one right here. Okay. All right, and then we're just going to place the flowers with some glue. Okay. All right, now we're going to get our box. And we want to put this about right here. All right, and I'm just going to take make a small pencil mark around these 2 sides so I know where I want to put it. And then I'm going to put glue on just the top half. And just make sure it kind of covers those pencil marks. Okay. All right, and then let's just let that dry for a minute. All right, so now let's do the sentiment, which is inside. So I'm just going to stamp Happy Easter from the Easter Bunny stamp set with Sweet Sorbet Ink. Okay. And I'm going to cut it out with this die from the Something Fancy dies. And I'll cut that out and I'll be right back. Okay, then we're going to turn it over, and I'm just going to put the Happy Easter right here with liquid glue. Okay, and now for the closure, we need some adhesive Velcro dots. And I'm going to put one right here on the back of the decorative circle, and then the other one on top of it with the adhesive up. Okay, then I'm just going to make sure that the sides are nice and even here, and then gently press it down. I'm going to pull it up and then just reinforce adhesives. Okay, I'm just going to pop these back up a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to get some solid faceted gems, and we're going to use the Sweet Sorbet ones. And I'm going to take a large one in the two larger flowers. And a small one in the small flower. And a large one down here, and a small one up there. Alrighty, and for the final touch, I'm going to add a glittered organdy ribbon bow. This bow I made before and I didn't use it, so I'm just going to use this one. And I'm going to get some glue dots and my take your pick tool, and I'm going to put a glue dot on each side of the knot and some liquid glue on the knot itself. That's a lot. Okay, and then I'm just going to put it right here. There we go. Okay, if you have any questions, my email is below. Also below are the links to my blog, which has all of the measurements, and to my Stampin' Up shop. All right, please subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.